I found on Google 20 of Einstein's quotes, and I thought maybe for a different angle, maybe I could see if any of those quotes was quite spiritual or had some meaning to the spirituality in life. So I've chosen 5 of the top ones that I feel are related to spirituality, and also channeled through some meanings of what I feel he was trying to say, because it really inspired me, some of the quotes that he did. And obviously doing quotes myself, it triggers me in a certain way. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, please give it a tick, and we will find out what Einstein maybe created it, maybe not, who knows. So let's get into it. Those who are awakening would really resonate with this quote. There's only 2 ways to live your life. One as though nothing is a miracle. The other is through everything is a miracle. It's a little bit like the awakening, because you're waking up that there's a beautiful world out there. There's another world out there that once you are connected and once you are at one with yourself, you'll realise this. And so I really do resonate with this, and I think this is very spiritual of Einstein to put out this, that sometimes if you're focusing on the illusion or the wants and the needs and the lacks, you'll tend to be struggling in life, because you're not seeing everything as being relative to the journey. You're not seeing everything as being good. You're not seeing that realization that always good comes out of bad, and that you're awakening to who you are and your journey. And this is so important, that your mindset and your perceptions of life is what is stopping you from achieving, from believing, from imagining, from really creating your life. And so you have to challenge yourself in this way, and challenge your thoughts, and why you're thinking negative thoughts, and why are you always looking on the downside of life. And so I really do feel that Einstein has given you an opportunity here, an opportunity to see another way of looking at life. So I really do resonate with this. In life, I do feel, especially the spiritual aspect of it, if you can't imagine something, you can't visualize something, then you can't create something. I know we have the automatic flow of stuff coming, but I think sometimes we need to daydream, we need to dream, because in those moments is when we're given the ideas and the thoughts and the dreams and the callings to really enjoy life, you know? How do you know what you want to do unless you can dream about doing it? So this is so important. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attraction. So I really do resonate with Einstein on this, and I think this is quite a spiritual statement, because if you can't visualize what you want out of life, then often the case is that you're limiting your scope of what you can do. You're limiting your challenging, you're limiting, your belief of who you are. And I think you get suppressed then, that you can't achieve anything. It doesn't matter whether you achieve for yourself or you achieve for others or you support others. Doing your simple part to play can actually mean a lot to somebody's life. And if you help one person, you've done your job. And that's maybe all you came here for. Who knows? But I think this is very important, to be able to imagine yourself, who you want to be, what you want to be. It just then says a little message to the universe on how you want life to be. And if it brings you peace, the universe will show you how to do it and give you more dreams and ideas. And who's to know that your soul's not giving you these ideas with these images and one thing and another? Just a thought. You never fail until you stop trying. I think the biggest thing in life for us all, especially being quite spiritual, that we always think that somebody's not going to accept us, somebody's not going to enjoy what we do, or nobody's going to accept our lifestyle or the way we are. But often we failed before we've even taken the first step. And because your body is flowing in energy all the time, you have to take the first step to flow. So you're actually stopping the flow of life, which is then causing problems with your body and everything. So trying things, doing things, it gets you going, and then your path will emerge, and then you'll start to see, the beauty in all, and suddenly you see life different, and so it's really important. And then the next one, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I really am into this. The opportunity, when I see problems or I see issues with people, with myself, I often see what's the opportunity here. It changes your whole focus. Instead of you blaming somebody or hating somebody, if you saw that every person that came to you was giving you an opportunity, if you saw that every person was helping you on your journey, without, the good and the bad, how are you going to learn? How are you going to challenge yourself? How are you going to understand your lessons that you're here? Your parents, we even supposedly choose our parents before we come here because they're giving us the emotional stability to basically learn from life, to get rid of the negativity from our traumas from past life, some people say. Or it makes you into the person you are, your mannerisms and everything. It's from your lessons and your emotions that's trapped on your body, That's why I do vibrational healing, to help people to release that. But how important is when you start to see things as opportunities, you don't emotionally attach to them. You don't stop the flow of them. You allow the universe to bring you the solution as long as you deal with it. So that's why I always put any problem into a box. Or I keep asking myself, why have I attracted this? Why have I created this? And then all of a sudden, I see the world different. I see the bigger picture. Because good always comes out of everything. Even the worst scenarios. With my friend taking his life, it taught me a lot about helping others, that they don't get into that position. That being around, bringing peace to people's lives. And so, even though I lost a friend, it gave me the sense of purpose. It gave me something to achieve. It gave me the understanding how losing someone close to me, or a good friend that I celebrated birthdays with, it took me a few years to get over it and to understand it and to even understand what was my journey. But what it did do is basically give me something to do to help others that have crossed over, loved ones and that's why I partly became a medium. Is because I lost my grandmother in my arms, and also my friend took his life. It gave me a sense that maybe I could help other people who lost loved ones, lost friends, lost people, and didn't understand. Maybe could see the big picture. Maybe could understand what this situation. I don't see it. It is a good thing, and don't get me wrong. It was the biggest painful thing because it was revolved around women, and revolved around money, and revolved around friendship, and not just being who he is. And he was a marvelous guy, most genuine guy who would give you the world if he could. And even on reflection now, the biggest areas of my life have been love, money, and friendship. So there you are then. It's given me, maybe those were my lessons, and then he was just able to show me my lessons that I needed to clear out. So I forgive, feel, and let go of the situation, and know that I've helped thousands of people due to the fact that I lost a friend, and a good friend as well. And maybe that's, sometimes we've got to look at the bad things in life to understand what we can do and what we can contribute and who we are. In spirituality, I don't think there is any limits. I think once you become part of the energy of the automatic flow, then I think we are limitless, and we actually limit ourselves. But what I think that Einstein's trying to say here is that sometimes you have to surrender and just say what will be will be, because he could be fighting against something that's trying to release from the body, or like the lack or what you fear or doubt is in the body. And so with you fighting it, you're actually feeding it, you're actually keeping it alive, you're actually giving it energy to manifest or to bring people to show you that what you're doing. So What I think he means here, spiritually, I do, is that sometimes you just got to understand that life is what it is, and life is the way it is. And even though we've got free will and choice, then you can start to see the big picture to why you created it. Why have you created a life like this? And then once you understand, or you can see the big picture, then you can become the solution to the problem. You know, once you understand, you free yourself. It's like with past life traumas and stuff. Once you understand what you went through and why you went through and the outcome of it, you release that then. And so you don't limit yourself. And I think through fear and worry and stress, we are limiting ourselves in life. And so this is, for me, is quite a spiritual what he's trying to say, and really got me thinking about this. So I do thank Einstein for his great information, and maybe I'll do more. If there's any particular person that you feel that or quote that you think that I should try and channel through and see what the universe thinks, or it could just be my own interpretation, then comment. Or if you think my spiritual side to this is wrong, then say, because we're all all have opinions, and we all have thoughts and ideas, and we all have ways of interpreting things, and so it's good to discuss because it might trigger in us, or like it has done with me.